Hey guys, this is Irie Starcraft and I'm back to cast another 2v2 match for you. This one will be on Scorched Haven and the teams will be, it looks like this could be a rematch of a previous of a game that they just played, but it's MadHatter, the red Protoss, and his teammate will be Azoni, the blue Zerg. Azoni currently the number 2 ranked random 2v2 player on the North American server, so very high level player. And apparently ProTech and Illmatic are his heroes, as Illmatic will be the purple Zerg and ProTech will be the teal Terran. And so I wanted to take a chance this game to try and follow a build order, and what better prospect to follow than ProTech. So he will be getting his supply depot at 10 and he's throwing it down at Illmatic just left the game. So I don't know if Illmatic left it or if he got dropped there. I'm assuming he left because Azoni, they're not saying anything about like, oh my god, he dropped, what the hell. Okay, so it's now a 1-on-2. ProTech, as Illmatic has now left the game. So as I've said this before, and I think there's been at least one other game or two I've cast where somebody left the game, is you're not out of it just yet. I mean, do what ProTech's doing. Build some drones, build an overlord so you can make more drones and boost your own income. And look at him, he's going to be throwing down. So this isn't obviously not an ideal game to be talking about build orders, because it's going to be all messed up because ProTech has all these extra resources. But Azoni still thinks that I'll get back to you, Mice, after this game as my buddy there, but apparently Azoni still worships you guys even though Illmatic is not in the game. So I'm wondering if he even realizes that fact right now. But there are 4 barracks coming down for, well, 2 are out, 2 more coming down for ProTech. Is he going to go with mass Marines? It looks like it because he has no gas on the gas is done for Illmatic, but he's not even using Illmatic's drones to mine it. So he's going to be pumping out a bunch of Marines. And in a 2v2 to lose your partner that early on, I mean, that's got to be it, right? I mean, how can you come back from that? You're playing against 2 players. You do have an economic advantage over either of them individually because you have combined both sets of resources. So really, you want to make a plethora. I shouldn't say a plethora. That's a bad term. You want to make an excess of supply depots and producing structures, which is what ProTech's doing, because 4 minutes into the game, he has 6 barracks. His 6th one almost finished. So we're going to see a crap load of Marines coming out, and the Banelings really are going to be needed by Azoni to deal with this. He knows that. He is getting the Banelings nest. So the timing could be critical here. If ProTech pushes out before the Banelings nest is done, or before the Banelings can get out, that could be critical, but we will see, as these Marines are going to pick off all the Zerglings that tried to run by and see what was going on. So now they know there is a ton of Marines coming out. Azoni desperately trying to pump out Zerglings, and there are 3 Zealots on the field for MadHatter blocking his ramp, so a smart play there. The problem is that these Marines will be able to do a lot of damage shooting and scooting. Are they going to focus down this Stalker first? They are going to, no, they are going to pull back. ProTech is going to be trying to micro effectively. He's going to try and contain his opponents, because it will be so easy for his opponents to take out Illmatic's base, who is no longer playing in this game, because he has no defenses, no units whatsoever. So it's going to be critical for ProTech to try and protect that base as long as he can. And at the same time, there is going to be a press here. ProTech trying to come up the ramp of MadHatter. And here come the Banelings for Azoni, going to be blowing up. And one Baneling there took out about 4 or 5 Marines. Excuse me. So a nice play with the Banelings there, as he still was able to save 3 Banelings from that and kill all those Marines. So ProTech, knowing that he's got Banelings to deal with now, he is going to be switching to Marauders. He's got all these tech labs finished. He was preemptively thinking, I know he's going to, the Azoni is no slouch. He's going to be getting Banelings out to deal with my Mass Marines. So he preemptively was switching into Marauders, and now ProTech actually, no, I got a little confused there for a second. I thought that some of that was Illmatic's units, but No, that is just me being fueled up, and so bear with me. Now Illmatic didn't lose that Overlord, but that's not going to make much of a difference. There are a few Marauders and Marines in here. These Marines and Marauders trying to stay. Look at the Marauders. Look at what ProTech pushes the Marauders, sacrificing them into the Banelings nicely there. There are a lot of Zergling reinforcements though from Azoni, and there still are 5 Stalkers from MadHatter. They are going to take out all of these Marines. How is ProTech going to be able to deal with this? These Zerglings going after ProTech's base. Probably should be taking out Illmatic's base instead, but no, they're going to press the Terran base, and there's going to be a lot more Marauders coming out here in a second. And the timing of this is going to be critical. ProTech trying to keep all of his units back, pulling SCVs off to try and give a front, but now they are going to double back wisely. And wisely, Azoni is going to be sending Zerglings into the middle line of Illmatic, and ProTech's going to be using them to fight back. MadHatter, though, needing to support those Zerglings to kill all those drones. But instead, look at ProTech pushing out with all of his SCVs, giving cover to these Marauders. The Marauders just picking off Stalkers one at a time here, kiting the Zealot. The slow is obviously finished, and that is coming up big right now. ProTech still with a sizable force of Marauders, and these drones finally opting to run away. Gonna try and trap these Stalkers here with these drones, and now the drones double back to the mineral line. Meanwhile, ProTech just wiping out that army. And oh man, there are so many Marauders right now. They are just tearing up these Zealots. This one Zealot's not even opting to fight. He knows that there's just no chance. And wow, ProTech able to hold right there, keeping as many drones alive of Illmatics that he can. As right now, if you did not catch this earlier, if you weren't listening earlier, because sometimes I will take my headset off to do something else when I'm watching a broadcast and come back. Illmatic is not playing, obviously, that's why he has nothing. So ProTech is controlling both teams right now. He has a ton of income because he has Illmatic's income. He's going to try and make a press, needing to end the game before the economies get too out of hand for his opponents, as he is playing a 1v2. So here come the Marauders, picking off this lone Stalker out in the front, and every unit is critical right now. They need to keep their units together. These Zealots and Sentries are getting a little bit ahead of themselves, need to engage at the same time. Here come the Banelings, aren't going to do very much though against all of these Marauders. Marauders stimming up and shooting and scooting backwards, taking out almost all the Zerglings in the process. All the Zerglings go down. The Banelings come into the front, but the Marauders easily soak up that damage. And now MadHatter is forced to try and run away with his sentries. ProTech giving chase. That stim looks like it is still on right now, trying to kill these sentries before they get too far away. The stim wearing off now. But the expansion from MadHatter is finished, and he probably should have canceled that and tried to get some more units out, but no. That could be a critical mistake, as ProTech is still loose in the base with this ball of Marauders and a few Marines that are so low on hit points. Now are going to have free reign on this Nexus. Is going to go down. So holy crap right now. Azoni is desperately trying to throw Zerglings at this army. They're so low on hit points, but ProTech even stimming up again and pulling back as he's shooting and scooting. Look at these units, are all so low on life. But ProTech is just continuing to pump units. More Marauders, 6 more Marauders are coming in. And then 6 more, make it 5 more Marines are on the way. He is going to press the Zerg base. He has absolutely nothing to deal with this right now. And Azoni just pumped out a bunch of drones, and he is in huge trouble right now. The drones are going to have to fight. The Queen goes down, though. And these drones are just getting fried right now. Look at these drones. All the drones dying. They're in such trouble right now. MadHatter desperately trying to send over some Stalkers. And Zealots needs a Guardian Shield or something to try and soften up this damage. Look how low on life all these units are. The Stalkers should be able to finish this off. Finally, there go the Marauders. More are on the way. Desperately, Azoni is going to be trying to re-drone. But I have to say, the advantage is to ProTech right now. This base has been unchecked the entire time, except for that one meager press by Azoni there with the Zerglings. But it wasn't enough units to make a difference, as ProTech is just out of control right now, playing a 1v2, and he has crippled the Zerg player, though Azoni does have his lair finished. He needs to be getting a Spire out, but he's so hurting on minerals, and his teammate MadHatter tried to get his expansion, and he lost that and put him way far behind. And now ProTech is going to be going right into the Protoss base, taking out more pylons, taking out this pylon in the front. And there goes, this sentry is going to go down in there. No defenses in the back here. MadHatter does have 600, he has 500 minerals, but he has supply blocks because of all the pylons that have gone down. He can't warp in any reinforcements. And oh man, all the warp gates are unpowered. ProTech is going to focus down the Nexus. Actually, he's going to change his mind and try and engage these stalkers here. Shooting and scooting to avoid being trapped by any kind of force fields. Look at the precision right now. The timing of the shoot and scoot is pretty ridiculous. And even though those Marauders finally all died, he just did a number on that base. And as long as ProTech keeps on sending the units, this game could be over very soon on the next push, as he is going to be regrouping here. 4 more Marauders coming in, and once these 4 Marauders get in, you will see another press, because that is how ProTech plays. And he's using these overloads from Illmatic to get the vision up here. And now the Marauders stimming up, pulling back, going to pick off both of these Zealots here. And wow, this is so tough to deal with right now. Poor MadHatter, he is in so much trouble. Azoni has been unable to do anything for a while. He's been trying to get his drones out just now. And finally now ProTech is going to focus down the Nexus of MadHatter. And MadHatter has tons of minerals, but he can't do anything because all his buildings are unpowered. And he has got to be so frustrated. The probes are just sitting there. He can't do anything right now. Azoni has a few Zerglings, and that's it. So I mean, this game is basically done right now. There's no way they can come back. And this is how to win when your opponent drops 101. Look at ProTech just basically just go balls to the wall of producing structures right at the beginning, making 6 barracks, and then wisely switching them, or getting the tech labs and switching to Marauders when he saw the Banelings. So MadHatter will leave the game. And that looks like it is going to be it. Just now some Desperation Spine Crawlers are going to be killed. And ProTech just cleaning this up. So Azoni giving the your control is insane. The GG call comes out. And this is no slouch right here. Azoni, the number 2 ranked 2v2 random player in North America. So thank you, ProTech, for sending me that game. And nicely done. Obviously well played by ProTech. He seems to me to be clearly the best team player that I have seen yet. Though I do have a couple of more matches with Aristeo and Qbert that I will be casting in the near future, and I expect those to be quite intense. So anyway, this is Irie StarCraft. Thank you guys for watching, and thumbs up my vids and subscribe to my channel if you like my stuff. So peace out.